What's up and welcome back to another episode of Huntin Them Games, the show where I talk about all the games I'm adding to my collection and the deals I've found along the way. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the channel, comment, share it, do all the things, and let's get into it.
$100 gang with the $5 bill. $100 gang with the $5 bill. $5 bill and I'm gonna get changed. And I'll be talking about this deal on Huntin Them Games. I'm creeping.
What's up? What's up? We got some fun games. Actually, not all games, honestly, adding to my collection. We'll start off with something that I paid full price for, which is not something you hear me say a lot of times on this show. But, I mean, you gotta have Banjo-Kazooie, right? Like, the amiibo. I got an amiibo problem. That's not even... I mean, they're stacked behind, they're stacked over there. But whatever, I got an amiibo problem. I've sold a lot of my good ones because I don't really use them for anything other than to look at, you know? There's a lot of us out there. Back in the day, it'd be action figures. You keep, 40-year-old virgin type stuff. You keep, all your action figures in the plastic because they're cooler to look at in the box. Yeah, that's me. And Banjo-Kazooie. Like, who would have thought the Rare-developed Banjo-Kazooie who left Nintendo to join Microsoft would be back on a Nintendo game, and then we'd be able to, have this iconic, awesome little miniature statue of him. I mean, look at it. Comes with a little jiggy on the bottom, little jigsaw piece in the bottom. Just love it. Yeah, it's $15.99. I'm sorry. I went to go pick up Monster Hunter the other day, and I saw it there. I was actually looking for Monster Hunter amiibo. They didn't have any, but I saw this, and I couldn't pass it up because it gives me all the feels, So, did not get a deal, but I'm so happy to add this. I don't know. Something's going to have to move, though. Something's going to have to move. I don't know what. Maybe I could just make this whole shelf my amiibo shelf. Anyways, I digress. Now let's get into a couple good deals. I've talked recently about the awesome deals that's happening at Walmarts all across the country. Check the clearance section. Like, weekly they're adding stuff. I don't know what's going on and how long they'll be doing it, but I'll go in and I found, games that I've already sold, games that I've added to my collection that were worth like 60, 70, 80 bucks at Walmart for $5, $10, $15. 3DS games, Wii U games, you name it. Now, of course, this isn't one of those games that's worth a ton, but it's a great game and it's $8.88. And I think this, might be $20. It says it was $14.88, but I think that was the last clearance price, maybe. But $8.88 for a game that I haven't played yet that I used to be. I mean, if you're familiar with Last Guardian, it's from the folks who made Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. The Last Guardian was a game that like people thought would never come out because it took so long for it to come out. But I mean, it looks really cool, and of course, they had them really cheap. So I had to get 2 copies. One to sell, one to keep and play. That's just kind of how I do it. If I find more than one copy for a ridiculous price or a good price, if I can make the money back on it, I will, so that I can get this game for free, basically, So I had to grab 2 copies. There were more copies there, And I think there was, let me see. I'm trying to think of the games they had there at that particular Walmart. Dragon Quest. They had a lot of games for like this price. Dragon Quest 11. A lot of like the Naughty Dog games. They're just trying to clear out, I guess, space for the next gen. I don't know. Check it out though. Your mileage definitely will vary, but there's been some really good deals. Happy to add that to my collection and get a chance to play it. And all right, so I stopped into a pawn shop, which is what I do. I don't care where I find my deals, as long as I find them. And every now and then I hop into a pawn shop. Less and less nowadays, just because work's been so crazy. I don't have the opportunity to really do that. But I found a really cool controller for $10 for the Switch. And let me get you a good look there. Sadly, this is a wired controller. It is a PowerA enhanced. So if you've seen, I have a review from like a couple of years ago of the PowerA enhanced wireless controllers. But this is the wired controller. This is a Walmart exclusive, but of course it's at a pawn shop. I think normally it's $25.99. It's used. It's $10, whatever. But it's just so cool looking. Like, they had a few other designs there. I'm not too keen on wired, but it's just, I love the 8-bit. It says it's dangerous to go alone, take this, obviously, that iconic statement. But the thing that makes me think I might actually use this is it comes with a little audio port down there in the bottom. So I may actually wind up using this as a wired controller. We'll see. $10, beautiful. But the thing I was most excited about was sitting there among a stack of PlayStation 4 games, like largely were not valuable at all. You know, Destiny and those kind of games. I saw this. I liked sort of the Berserk on the Dreamcast, so without thinking, I picked it up, $5. And if you're familiar with the show, I have a song that I did, and there's a little snippet of it, in the intro. It says, $100 game with the $5 bill. I've done it numerous times before, flea markets or whatever. I find a $5 game, I'll flip it for $100, and that's that. Sometimes I do it on purpose, and sometimes I do it on accident. Now, this game isn't $100 yet, but I went and checked the value of it, and it's like $80 to $90 on eBay. So, almost a $100 game with the $5 bill. But I really want to play this, so I'm probably not going to flip it right away. I'm probably going to play through it. If it's anything like that Dreamcast game, sort of the Berserk Guts Rage or Guts Revenge. I can't remember. If you know the name of it, it's slipping my mind right now. But I really loved that game way back in the day. That's the only reason I picked this up, and I'm glad I did, because I'm not sitting there with my phone trying to figure out all the prices and everything. But when I checked it, yeah, ridiculous price. And I already had a copy of this, and I sold it like a nincompoop a while back. But you just never know when things are gonna, increase in value. And yeah, I'm thinking I might have to pay a little bit more attention to the PlayStation ecosystem when it comes to value. I've kind of been slacking on that, especially the PlayStation 3, now that it's kind of in the headlines of all the PSNs being closed down. We're going to see an increase in value. Now that PlayStation 3 is getting a little older, we're going to see an increase in value. And that goes for PS4 too. Once we move on to PS5, we'll see a dip down in value, but it'll come back up. And that's typical. It happened with Wii, it happened with Wii U, and it'll happen with PS4 too. So now is the time to buy PS4 games on the cheap if you can find them. And there are a lot of really cheap games. Now I'm thinking I might have to go back to that pawn shop to see if there's more. But yeah, if you played this game, let me know how it is. Should I play it or should I just sell it? Because I could buy a lot more games with how much this is selling on eBay right now. But anyways, that's it. That's the games I've added to my collection. What have you added to your collection? Or you like my deals? Let me know. Comment down below. Did I get ripped off with this controller? Maybe. Comment down below. Let me know. Until next time, see you later.